Let's see if I can set this up. Maybe. There, that's a little better. Sound. Okay, good. Yeah, damn, now the ceiling looks weird. Oh, well, this is my hangout down here. This is my bunker, as you've seen before. And I'm looking on getting a new computer so I can do some better video editing. Oh, God, this. Let's set it up here. Screw it. It's going there. It's going there. Oh my God, this is hideous. Okay, we're just gonna have to look at my bad skin. It's actually not that bad of skin. It's just bad lighting. Apologize for not having this set up all along. God damn it. There we go. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Oh, now. Yeah, so I'm looking at getting a new computer so I can do some better video editing. Oh, my God. This, I bumped some plug on the thing over here, and now it's all. It looks kind of. Tom Rio, what's up? It looks like I'm kind of off-centered as usual. There we go. What's up, bud? Apple. Yeah, I'm looking to go on an Apple. See, can you see this not Burt Reynolds, Tom Selleck thing? My friend Catherine got that for me. Random. And there's some Lord of the Rings figures over here. Yeah, there's my bass guitar. There we go. And Jabba the Hutt. It's where I come to make music when I'm actually feeling up to it. I've actually been playing around with some new stuff lately. Use it or lose it, as they say. It's just so hard because when I play, I strum, my legs go ping, 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 ping. So I'm kind of doing like a dance the whole time, but whatever. So what's going on with you guys, Tom Rio? Did you like the mention I gave you in the video this week? And Karen, how's everything down south? Well, you guys are both down south, not the same place, but you're both down south. Yeah, so like I said, I was saying earlier, I was watching the Cardinals and they beat the Dodgers, which the Dodgers are like the best. Buford, there we go. Dodgers are pretty much the highest paid team in the league. I don't know if I know some of you follow sports. Karen used to live here, so she probably remembers. She's probably got some Cardinal memories. But yeah, the last 2 years have not been good. Last few years, PV amp. Yep, it's my bass amp. I bought that. Oh God, 30 years ago, 25 years ago. It still works. Got a little short in the cable, like me. Karen loves the Cardinals. So yeah, they beat the Dodgers, so I'm feeling a little good. I don't know why that when my sports team wins, I feel good, because it has absolutely nothing to do with my life. But by the same token, when the Rams were here, oh goddamn the Rams! Oh, I would torture myself every week watching that god awful team, and I would get depressed and angry. My wife was like, "Why are you watching this?" I'm like, "Because I'm a loyal fan." She's like, "Is that what you call when you stomp around and yell and throw things at the football?" Yeah. So I guess the Rams moved for better or for worse, but yeah, this is I've showed this before. This is my inner sanctum. I used to film. Well, sometimes I still do. If I got a real personal, private type thing, I'm feeling kind of gloomy, I'll come down here. I'm actually feeling good. I was supposed to do a podcast, audio only, with a friend this evening. We're probably going to shoot for tomorrow. So that's one of the things I got teased a few weeks ago. It's going to be, I'm not going to say who I'm doing it with, but you'll like them. They've got Parkinson's, and I think we're kind of circling around a name now. I don't want to say what it is because we'll just see. By the way, is my voice loud enough? Because I can't really tell with this little meter right here. I don't usually use this mic. I'm going to start using this because this is a better mic than the sound quality is probably much better too. If I need to, I can boost the volume a little bit. Perfect, excellent. When I noticed when I'm filming my interviews, sometimes I'm loud and clear, good. Sometimes when I'm filming my interviews, I realize I'm projecting maybe more than I should because I can't hear myself in my headphones because I don't have any headphones. That's part of the reasons I want to get a new computer down here. This is actually like 11 years old. It was running Windows 8 or something. So yeah, I'm just kind of weighing my options. Yeah, but so the new podcast is going to have nothing whatsoever to do with Parkinson's. It's going to be usually funny, weird stuff, maybe weird scenarios. I mean, you know what comes out of my mind. So yeah, what are you guys up to? Tom, how's the weather in Florida? It's getting ready to thunderstorm here. I don't know what's going on down in Florida. Crazy town. And then Karen, you're not too far away from him. So how's your weather? Sunny. Yeah, I went for a walk with my boy this morning. I got up. Oh, stormy. Sorry. I got up, went for a walk with my son this morning, and I brought my Bubbles, my baby pit bull lab. Well, she's not a baby, but she's acts like a baby. And Liam Thunder. There we go. It's supposed to hit here pretty soon. So we were walking around the lake, and it was fun. And the weird thing is, like when I get up before him, it's like I set the tone for the day, and then when my wife gets up first, he just wants to fight. It's kind of I feel bad for her. They actually went out here a few minutes ago, went out and got some treats or something for tonight. We were gonna watch. Naomi had an event planned for her work, but she's not going because it's going to be so stormy. But I hear my chair squeaking. That's with eternal curse of a parking in a squeaky chair. But so yeah, but he gets up and just wants to fight with her, which is kind of like I wish she got more of the good side of him. I get plenty of the bad side, but yeah, we were going to watch Jurassic Park tonight. He's seen it before, but he said, "Dad, let's watch Jurassic Park." Because when we were walking through the park, there was like some swamp area, and he would say, "Dad, dinosaurs would be in there." So yeah, it was a fun morning. And then I take my medicine usually around 11:30 noon, something like that, get my workout in. So tonight I'm going to try to talk my wife into watching one of my movies. I shouldn't bring this up because I don't talk politics on this show, and I'm not gonna say anything about it other than how about this Musk Trump thing? I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. This is some. I want to get a box of popcorn and watch this shit. Once again, I'm not talking politics. I'm talking about politicians. But yeah, so feel free to tell me to F off if you want. I'm just trying to get my popcorn soda. I'm trying to get my listener count up here. If I start talking crazy shit, maybe. Good times. So how many of you guys, I think both of you listened to the interview I did with Scott or anybody else that's there. What a sweetheart. What a great guy he was. Just so funny. And he was worried about his voice, but I think if you really pay attention, you really listen, you can hear what he has to say. He is a really good guy. I encourage you, if you haven't seen that, to go back and watch it. Scott Parkinson's and the Invisible Man. I love that name. It's just such an appropriate title because, as you know, Parkinson's can be invisible sometimes. Honestly, Tom, when we talk, you look completely normal. Karen, I've talked to her on the phone. You can't always tell by the way somebody looks that they have Parkinson's. I mean, I know people that suffer much more of the mental side than they do the physical side, and I guess it's its own curse. But yeah, I mean, I guess I got the sweetest message from this guy today. I used to work with him yesterday, and he didn't hit PD or anything, but he was talking about how that I inspired him. And I'm like, wow. So I just thought maybe I kind of forget that there's more than just Parkies watching this channel. And that's the one thing about my video this week about just admitting how tough you are. We are some tough sons of biscuits. I said son of a biscuit because I didn't want to say son of a bitch because I that word's kind of. I mean, I say it in private a lot, but I don't really want to. I felt weird about saying it in my video, but since it's a live stream, maybe I'll drop a few no F bombs. Karen, you've been walking good? Excellent. I mean, today was a good walk day for me. Yeah, there's definitely more than that. It's weird because I think who would watch except other people with Parkinson's? But I mean, I suspect, I know it for a fact that some of my extended family watches, which is cool. So hey, I know you're watching. Um, but yeah, I mean, Karen, I got up and was walking pretty good today. My hands were working. I didn't have to have my son make me my coffee. It just doesn't make no sense. This whole operation, this whole Parkinson's operation is just a confusing road to walk. And no pun intended there. Good for you. I'm glad you're walking good. Um, yeah, but I guess what I could take from this guy that I used to work with is that in anything you do, people are watching you. I mean, I would love to get some more of you on the interview, but I know a lot of you are self conscious about being on camera. But yeah, if anybody's out there, Tom, Big Tom, what do you think you would be on camera for me? I know you don't have a YouTube channel or nothing, but we could talk. Karen, I think she's a little camera shy, but yeah. But yeah, that was a real pick me up when that guy messaged me and said that I was an inspiration to him. Here's the thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. I'm sure you're beautiful. You just probably don't. You've been told the wrong things for your whole life. But yeah, I mean, it's a real pick me up because like I said, this. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed you haven't made one yet. Karen has a video. Just Karen, throw it up in the. I guess if you want, throw it up in the chat here so people can see what your channel is. But yeah, I mean, I can't bend down a hoot. I'm sorry. People, I used to skateboard a lot. As you can see, skateboards on the wall back there. And I noticed that I lost, speaking of not bending down, I noticed that I lost a lot of pretty much all my skateboard friends because our friendship was based mostly on skateboarding. Now, a couple guys stuck around, but here's the thing. Did Parkinson's take it from me, or did the fact that I'm freaking 49 years old take it from me? Honestly, my friend who's in his mid 40s, he should probably stop. He's the lone income of his family. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, this guy I actually made. I'm good on if you're really bored. Don't say that, Tom. You're a hoot. Speaking of hoot, but yeah, I mean, I did a video a while back. This is a long time ago, and showcase some of my skateboarding skills. But like I said, did Parkinson's take it from me, or did old age take it from me? Let's face it. At 49, on a skateboard, probably not a good combination. Probably not a good combination. Yeah, you're just old. Yep. And another thing, I was fortunate in all my years of skateboarding to never really seriously hurt myself. I sprained my ankle several times, but I never broke any bones that I know of. Oh, Karen, I'm sorry to hear that. So you're saying you were kind of a hottie in the 70s? That's okay. You can admit it. You can admit it, girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. I'm weird thing was I used to try probably the reason my skin is it's just bad lighting down here, but I used to skateboard a lot, and then I went through this phase where I decided that my pale Irish ass was going to get tan. And so I would get these little skimpy Speedos, and I would lay out. I got them as like a joke to like irritate the neighbors, and then just kind of the joke went too far. So I would lay out on my deck. Yeah, everybody's going to log off when they hear this. Yeah, I got 4 people. They're going to log off when they hear this. They used to lay out on my deck in these really skimpy underwear, and I would lather up with suntan oil. There's a my hairy pale ass, and I would try to get a tan because people at work would be like, "You're so white, dude," and I would take off my head and be like, "Get some sun on it." Well, guess what? This Irish boy burns. I don't tan. I've got kind of a farmer's tan a little bit on my arms. It's not. There's no way to tan this white ass. And so that was kind of, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was going through my little GQ phase where like I'm going to be metrosexual, and like I got real thin. I was too thin, honestly. I was I look at pictures now. I'm like, wow, I didn't look healthy. My wife said, white boy. My mom said, Freudian slip. Don't. My wife said that that I lost my ass when I got skinny, and I was like, really? Because I can't see myself from behind unless I pose in the mirror, which I do. When she said that, I was like, yeah, I started putting on. I'm about at 165 to 170 right now. I mean, I could probably stand to lose about 5 pounds, but for a while there, I was like down to like 140, 145, which was too skinny. But I had these rock star pants that had to fit in. Oh man, I look at them now, I get stomach cramps just thinking about trying to squeeze in them things. But yeah, I was like Mr. Rockstar, and I had to squeeze in and was squeezing into my tight ass pants. The weird thing was about those pants. I showed up I went to meet this guy. No, not like that, you pervs. I went to meet this guy as a band contact, and he was a guitar player. And we were looking to start a band. And I rode my motorcycle, and I wore my tight ass pants because I wanted to present Billy Badass. Like, you want me as your singer because I can bring the ladies, which I usually brought the dudes. I was a big gay magnet, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess. Double your odds. And I got off the bike and I went into the restaurant, and the guy looked at me in those pants. He didn't say anything, but he was kind of like, okay. And then I look at myself in those pants. I'm like, I looked good in them, but they were about 3 sizes too small. Which I guess if you're going for the Bon Scott AC/DC thing or the Robert Plant Zeppelin thing where you can see your whole schlongadong through your pants, I guess that would work. But that wasn't really what I was going for. But I was more just trying to be cool. But yeah, I'll stop talking about my tight pants now. Yeah, but that was my phase where I was trying to be pretty sexy, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what movie I'm going to watch. I smell pizza cooking up there. But I can't eat it till later. As you know, I've got this huge library of movies. Here's the thing. I'm getting cramp in my leg. Here's the thing. I know streaming is all that and everything. You don't have to own shit. But I like owning it because I don't like watching commercials. And I don't like buffering, and I don't like having to wait for it to be on the streaming service. When I want to watch, a Death Proof or The Godfather or Rambo, I want it now. I want instant gratification. God damn it. So that's. But I've collected movies for years. I remember I worked a bunch of overtime in my second job, my Teamster job, and I would go into my off day and work overtime to save up for this big screen projection TV, which is now in a trash bin somewhere because it burnt out. But I've always loved movies. I fell in love with Jurassic Park and fell in love with movie theaters watching Jurassic Park. And that was the kind of catalyst for me. Like, I want a movie theater in my home. And then once you get a movie theater, you got to get all the movies. So yeah, I really love movies, and it's kind of weird. I've always loved them, but see, in the morning is when I exercise and do all my physical stuff. In the afternoon, I try to like do my Parkinson's blogs and film my videos and just kind of watch over the house, get dinner ready. Well, yeah, please do, Tom. Yeah, are there any skin flicks in there? Any boobies? I like a boobies. My wife, yeah. Oh, somebody just left. Guess the boob talk, whatever. So I'm going to stay on here for a few more minutes, and I'm going to go upstairs because it is 7:21 here, and my nightly routine is an English muffin and a glass of wine before I get to my dinner. So I've got a bottle of something called Mondavi. It's real good wine. I think it's Pinot Noir. I always can't ever say that right. Yeah. So yeah, I love movies. I went and saw Jurassic Park 13 times in the theater because I had no girlfriend. I mean, it was obvious I had no girlfriend. Me and my buddy Adam, God rest his soul, passed away. Jeebus rest his soul. Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah. But we'd go to the theater like a couple dorks because we didn't have girlfriends, and we would just watch Star Wars when it was reissued, and Jurassic Park, and yeah, I love movies. I always have. As you can see, there's Star Wars toys, there's Lord of the Ring toys back there. There's Jenna Fisher right back there from The Office. I love The Office. Yeah, I love TV, like good TV shows like The Sopranos. Obviously, was a great one, and X Files. Like I watched every X File, probably like Cosmopolitan Dinner. There you go. Yeah, I watched the X Files so many different times. Lost is a show that some people got frustrated with. I love things that don't make sense because my brain doesn't make sense. But yeah, so I just love my movies. So give me, here's something. Let's be a little more interactive. Tell me what TV show you're currently watching if you're watching something. Or a movie that you just watched, and I'll tell you if I've seen it. I've seen a lot, but there's a lot I haven't seen because I was homeschooled and I wasn't allowed to watch. Oh, here's a movie I watched recently, Splash, with Tom Hanks, I guess, and the blonde lady. You know what? I was not that impressed with it. I got to tell you, I looked it up on Rotten Tomatoes, had a 91%. For whatever reason, whenever I want to say Blythe Danner, it's not Blythe Danner, but whenever the mermaid's on the sidewalk and they start spraying water on her, she turns into a fish. I'm sorry, I disengaged from the movie at that point. Now maybe I would have had been there. But yeah, Splash. That was a movie I had not seen. That would not have been allowed in my house because there was a bare butt and I think a couple nip slips, little Nickelodeons. But yeah, that was the last movie I watched, and so it wasn't all that impressed with it. Although I like Tom Hanks, I haven't really seen a movie that he's been in that I didn't like. I wouldn't say that I hated it. Just for a movie that sounded like it was going to be like a TNA flick, there was a lot less TNA and a lot more talking and weird fish drama. Fish drama. The Americans. Is that a war film, Tom? I've seen The American with George Clooney, where he plays. I think he plays a sniper or some kind of hitman in Italy. I think it's some kind of yeah. Maybe The Americans is a TV. I'll don't worry, Tom. I'll look it up. The Americans. Yeah. So but I find movies watching people like, why do you watch the same movies and TV shows over again if you've seen it before? Because it's like a good song. Sure, you can get sick of a good song if you play too much. Oh, yep, I've got that on DVD. Yep, The Incredible Mr. Limpet, the Fish Don Knotts. Yeah, all right, Karen. Yeah, better than yeah. I agree. Like I said, when it's called Splash and there's mermaid shit, you think there's going to be like a lot of sexy time. Which I mean, I guess I don't know why I thought that it was rated PG, but there was a surprising lack of skin. For a mermaid movie, just saying. Yeah, you know what? I need to get that. And we got a Don Knotts box set with the Shakiest Gun in the West, the Ghost and Mr. Chicken, the Incredible Mr. Limpet, and there's one Paleface. No, that was a remake. That was Shakiest Gun in the West was a remake of Paleface, I think. Yeah. Well, yeah. So, but yeah. So back to the movie thing. I feel like movies are like good songs, and if like obviously one of my favorite songs in the world is "Strawberry Fields" by the Beatles, or "A Day in the Life" by the Beatles. Now I love it, but I don't want to hear it too often because I don't want to wear it out. So I'll spin it maybe every 2 or 3 months, something like that. So, but obviously, I don't watch movies that frequently. I usually go like maybe a year to 2 years between watching movies. But when I've got like freaking 400 of them, it's really it's gonna take me a long time to get back around. I think tonight I might try to talk her into watching this movie called Liam. You want to be on camera? Liam's down here. Come on! I'm getting ready to log off here in a minute. Come say hi. Oh no, he's getting shy. Oh, I know what the movie was. I want to watch. It's called Child of God. That's a misnomer. That's not what it's about. It's about this. It was written by a book. It was based on a book by a guy named Cormac McCarthy. He wrote The Road. I think he wrote No Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men. That's another great movie. And So child of God is about a hillbilly who is deviant to say the least. He's kind of like one of those mountain inbred people, deliverance. And he basically he's murdering people, and he murders this lady, and he keeps her in his house in the woods. I can tell you right now, Naomi's going to say no, but I got the Blu-ray, which I can't wait to watch it. You want to watch like Deliverance to the next level, Deliverance taken even to a more weird, dark place, because I believe he might be a cannibal. I could be mistaken on that. I've only watched it once. Liam, he's not going to come in. He just wants to distract me. Oh, cool. Thank you, Tom. Well, I'm glad we have two people that are talking. I know there's been people coming in and out of the room probably hearing me talk about me and my Speedo thing. I'm out. No more Speedo talk. As Tom Rio said, I am sick. Sick boy. Enfermo. Muy enfermo. Enfermo. I don't think that's actually the Spanish word. I think that you're meaning sick, not as in ill, but you're meaning as sick as in like depraved, which I guess it would be pervertido. All right, guys. Thanks for checking in with me on this Saturday night. You're eccentric. Yes, that's good. I don't like normal people. I like weird people. I like eccentric people. All right, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, if you want to... Sounds like Deliverance, yeah. You want to email me, jmacpodcaster@gmail.com, and this will be up on the there's Liam. This will be up on the YouTube. Of course, if you've been through, you've already seen it all. But if you want to see what you missed, Liam is in the other room, and he's shouting into the vents, trying to get my attention. I guess maybe I should give Liam a glass of wine. Just kidding. All right. Peace and love, people.